What is the nature of cancer? What are the genomic alterations that result in diseases? What's the difference between a stem cell, which is an immortal cell, and a cancer cell, which is also an immortal cell? How does chronic inflammation contribute to diseases like heart disease, diabetes, cancer, or depression? We at Salk are here trying to answer some very big and important questions, and we have work to do.
CBS News presents a special report.
Jonas Salk was focused very much on finding a vaccine against polio.
The vaccine could be considered 80 to 90% effective against paralytic poliomyelitis.
When that vaccine hit, it was like this veil of fear and restriction was lifted. So it was amazing. But Jonas said, a reward for doing a good job is the opportunity to do more.
We have people every day visiting Salk just for its architecture without even understanding what is happening between those walls.
We don't have departments. We have individual faculty members that are interested in their own problems and follow their problems and are not constrained by specific disciplines.
Many of the advances in science come at the intersection between two different fields. And when one field gets to a certain level of maturity and it bumps into another field, all of a sudden innovation occurs. Getting funding for basic science is difficult if you have risky ideas. But when the Helmsley Trust comes along and says, don't be afraid to fail, that's music to my ears and to our scientists' ears.
We came together, several of us, and realized that whether we are studying diabetes, obesity, making of certain stem cells, cancer, or even circadian rhythms, for example, they all involved one component, and that is inflammation.
The Helmsley Charitable Trust created a grant with the Salk Institute to look at the basic pathways of inflammation. This is a hypothesis that, if proven true, will create a number of solutions that could solve innumerable problems in areas like type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, certain forms of dementia, and even cancer.
Once we were able to figure out the genomic signature, that led us in a very clear fashion to a new idea. This was the discovery of a role for vitamin D in pancreatic cancer. And with this hint, we were able to develop an entirely new therapy that is strikingly simple in conception, but very powerful in its execution. The Helmsley Genomic Center lets us approach intractable diseases for which there are no therapies, but which we believe there should be therapies.
This grant is very unique because it has not only brought about a high level of collaboration within Salk, but the Salk scientists encourage other collaboration from scientists around the world in the effort to deal with some of the worst diseases that affect the human race.
It was the dream and the hope of Jonas Salk when he founded the Institute to have basic scientists work together towards the next breakthrough. Helmsley Center has allowed us to be closer to that goal.
We have so many bright people working on these problems, and I do believe that we're in the Renaissance for biomedical research. This is like the Italian Renaissance was for art. It's a really exciting time for biomedical science.